And we welcome you into Citrus Prep's live streaming game of the week. And we welcome you, all you listeners and viewers out there for Citrus Preps. I'm Mike Deem along with my partner, Greg Johnson, who's going to do the color today. And we're at the Citrus High School Hurricanes campus on the Citrus Bowl. That's what they call it, the Citrus Bowl here at Hurricanes, Greg. And we're going to be having the Hurricanes going against the Trinity Preparatory Saints as they travel all the way from Winter Park. They're a 3A team, but that's not to say that they're not good. They've got a head coach that's from the NFL, Greg.
Yeah, that's big when you got a good coach like somebody like that from the NFL. That
is Mike Kruchek. His third year as a head coach for Trinity Prep. And Citrus High School has won the toss, and I believe they have deferred, and they will defend the far end zone to your right. Good record here for Coach Robert O'Brien, a first-year head coach for the Citrus High School Hurricanes, 2-0, and the Trinity Preps are 1-1. Again, this is a 3A team traveling up here, but it's a good team. So it's a good team to get tested on. When you're winning, you want to try to go after in good teams. There's good players on this team, a good head coach, like I said, and Citrus High Hurricanes going to have a battle here.
Yes, sir. I think it's going to be a really close game. Hurricanes have got a good record. Trinity's got a decent record, but I think they're going to come out and give the Kings a run for their money.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one here at the Citrus Bowl as we get ready for the kickoff. Citrus High School, again, in the black with the gold helmets. That's their home uniforms. And the Saints, the Trinity Preparatory Saints, in the white with the white helmets, blue pants. Doing the kicking duties for Citrus. We're trying to look at the number here. Hasn't seen it yet, but 2 deep for the Saints, standing at their own 10-yard line.
Still can't see the number, what it is for Citrus.
Number 12 back deep for the Saints. That's Luke Cohn. Good, big, long kick all the way into the end zone. A great kickoff. That'll be a really good touchback. That'll be number 31 for the Citrus Hurricanes, Jose Rodriguez. So 1st and 10 for the Saints, starting at their own 20-yard line. First possession as they just get started here. Welcome you in. And the clock has not even moved with that kick, so we're still at 12 minutes.
Well, let's see what Trinity can do on the first possession. I think Kane's going to have a big defense.
Got some big boys up front for the Hurricanes as they line up in the defensive formation. Cohen's going to be the quarterback for the Saints. You're going to have a motion coming to the left side, and he's in the shotgun. Single setback, fake handoff, a bubble screen to the wide receiver, Tight, who gets out to the 21-yard. That's number 10, Tommy Tight. Good run.
That was pretty good little defense. The guy on the outside read it perfect and went up and made a big stop for the Kings.
Number 10, Julius Gardner, for the cornerback for the Hurricanes. And you'll see both teams tonight, they don't do a lot of huddling up. They get the plays coming in from the sideline, and then they call the plays off of wristbands or signals. Again, Cohen.
That's pretty much what all high school teams do.
You're right. Snap. He's going to look. He's going to take it himself. Cohen goes off the left side. Packed up there. A good defensive stand by a couple of defensive players, including number 7, Nick Lopez, for the Hurricanes.
That was a big stop for the Kings again. The offense is going to have to try to get on the outside or find a way to move the ball against these Kings.
3rd and 5 for the Saints at the Saints' 25-yard line. Big number 60 in there for Citrus. That's Jalen Sessler, one of the captains tonight. Motion, that's Tight. Coon drops the ball, throws it out to the flats, and almost caught, but defended well by number 6, Mikey Gatto.
That was good coverage, but the guy, he had a chance to come up with a good play for the offense, but just couldn't make a catch on it.
So it brings up 4th down, and they're going to go punt, and we're going to be back deep. That's number 10 that's Gardner deep for Inverness, and number 17, that's Jacob Palmieri. Snap. Low kick. It's going to go bounce. Gets a nice Trinity bounce inside the 50. So it goes inside the Hurricane territory, and they'll get started on their first possession of the first quarter with 10 minutes and 33 seconds left here.
So let's see what Hurricanes can do against the Trinity defense.
Well, Yeah, last week the T.J. Weems, number 22, the running back, he went off for 186 yards on 25 carries. So
man, that's impressive, really impressive.
Against 5A too. That's when the Canto kind of lost to. So we're going to see what happens here as they move the ball over to the first hash mark. Ball's placed on the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, first possession. Connor Bishop is your quarterback in the shotgun. Motion Weems, handoff. Weems off the right side, busted outside, cuts inside, and then goes to the 50, and then wrapped up there by a host of Saints. He's taken down for a good gain, though, for first down.
That's a really good gain. He tried it out like he was going to go to the outside, and he just busted it up and went straight upfield and got some yardage.
Ball's now inside Saints territory at the 47-yard line of the Saints. 2nd and call it 4. Bishop looking, throws a nice little out pass, caught right at the 40. That'll be a first down, number 12 for Citrus. That's Malachi Cooks.
That was a good catch because he had to go almost down to the ground to catch it, and luckily he got his hands underneath the ball to come up with the catch to get the first down.
He did get the first down, and chains move, and the clock stops while the chains move. It's 9:48, and it's the counting. This is Robert O'Brien's fast offense. Quick. Weems, motion, snap, handoff. Right up the middle, number 5. That's Zaire Wilcox, all the way down to inside the 35-yard line. Going to be safe at the 34.
That was a good run by him. He picked up some yardage. Looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 5, and Hurricanes are moving the ball.
Yeah, good possession here, first possession for the Hurricanes. Bishop, Weems goes back behind him. Little option pass to Weems on the outside. He gets it to the 35, 40, 30, all the way down into the 30, 25-yard line, just inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes.
That's what Hurricanes got to do all night. They got to run the ball, and if they know they can get to the outside, run it to the outside. Trinity's got to come up and make some big stops.
Yeah, I agree. That's stop number 24 there, Ishan Kathari. Again, quick on Connor. He's throwing it wide open. That's Malachi Cooks again. Makes one move. 10, 5, touchdown. Quick score here for the Hurricanes.
That's a good play for the Hurricanes. I mean, you got 3 defenders on the outside. One of them should have stepped up and could have made a heck of a pickoff and probably ran it back, but
yeah, I don't have the full. Happens. He was wide open. Malachi made 2 catches on that drive.
Yes.
So
big play for the Hurricanes. And
nice 25-yard pitch and catch for Connor Bishop and Malachi Cooks. 8:52 left in the first quarter. Kick is blocked, the extra point. And unfortunately, that's going to bring it down to 6-0 as the clock stops. We're going to take a quick break here as we get some messages in. We'll be right back. You're listening to and watching live stream high school football on Game of the Week, Citrus Preps. And welcome back. Here's the kickoff. And again, a long one down to the 1-yard line, bobbled a little bit by the Saints player, comes up the middle, cuts back to the outside, and is swarmed right before the 15, right after the 15-yard line. That's number 10 for the Saints, Tommy Tite.
Only problem with that, with him running the ball back, he hesitated, and if he would have just kept running, he would have probably got more yardage.
Great point.
But Hurricanes just come up there and made a good stop on him, and I mean, you can't hesitate on this, when you're playing against the Hurricanes or any good teams like that.
Good coverage on the special teams, too, for the Hurricanes. Again, second possession of the first quarter for the Saints. They didn't go very far last time. This is going to be Luke Cohn as the quarterback again, number 12. Sidecar to his right, high snap. He's rolling to his left, looking, pressure coming. Throws the ball outside, and good defensive play.
That was a really good defensive play By number
6. That's
six.
Mikey Gatto on the cornerback. He had a good play last time.
That was a good play. He watched the quarterback, and as soon as the quarterback let go, he jumped right in front of him, knocked the ball away, and brings up 2nd down and 10. Good play, good play.
Great play from that cornerback position. Cohen had a little bobble on that first snap, but then kind of put him out of rhythm a little bit. The Hurricane defense is pretty stout.
They always been stout.
So we're going to have trip receivers now. Big number 82 out there for the Saints. That's Maxwell Haller, one of the captains, 6'3", 240-pound senior. Movement, high snap again, looking, throws a little deep pass and goes over the top. No call. That's number 7. It's Nick Lopez, who's made a couple good plays already.
That was a good defense play. Trinity, they got to look up. I think if they give the ball to number 82, he's going to jump up and catch the ball.
I agree with you
on
that.
He's a tall boy.
That's a big guy, and that's 6'3", 240. You can't miss him.
6'3", whoa, that's taller than me. I can't even now jump that.
8:38 left in the first quarter, and we got a score of 6-0 here, as you can see on the screen. Missed extra point by the Hurricanes, but they went down right away, scored on their first possession. Empty backfield now for Cone. Little jump there. Unfortunately, it's like number 90. That's Caden Fryhofer. They give him 5 yards. That's about as much as they've gotten all night so far in their first possession. So 3rd and 5 for the Saints, right at the 20-yard line.
I think Trinity needs to try to run the ball against the Canes. They even get yardage just to try to get first downs. Moving the ball, you're going to go down and get some points.
Kuhn in the backfield. Empty now. Brings a motion all the way across. That's number 2, Travis Pavel. They got 4 receivers on this right side. Changing the play, and they're going to call a timeout. And they want to talk about this. Coach Mike Kruzek wants to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back. You're watching live stream high school football on YouTube. Citrus Reps. And we welcome you back into live streaming high school sports here on Citrus Preps. Game of the week. We're at the Citrus Bowl. We're at 6-0. His Citrus Hurricanes lead the visiting Christian Preparatory Saints. 8:38 left in the first quarter. Second possession here for the Saints.
Yeah.
It's funny, you said running the ball, and they should because they got a really big line. You see that they should be able to push it off.
They got some big boys on the line. I think passing ain't working really good for them. They need to run the ball.
It's going to be an empty backfield, so it's definitely going to be a pass here. Unless they switch something out and charge it. Citrus Crazies are going crazy here. There's motion. Handoff, that's what you said. An inside pitch to big number 82, and he gets out there. Nice little shuttle pass inside the 30-yard line. He's going to get first down.
That was a good play by the offense. I mean, they acted like they were going to pass it, and he did a little flip to the inside and picked up the first down.
That's Maxwell Haller, that senior 6'3", 240 we're talking about. You told him to get in the ball.
That's what they got to do. That's what they got to do against the Citrus Hurricanes. They got good defense on the outside for passing. Run the ball. Get the yardage.
Single setback now. Tight, goes in motion. Handoff. It's going to be a jet sweep to the far side. Trying to find some room. Cuts back inside. Makes a good cut. And gets 5 yards. The ball comes out. And we're saying at Citrus, they're saying right now the Citrus players are pointing. But we'll see what the referee calls. We're saying it is a turnover. The Saints fumbled it right on the 35-yard line. That's going to be 1st and 10, first possession.
That was
unfortunate.
Not good.
Unfortunate.
But pick your heads up, play defense, get the ball back.
I think that was number 6 on the recovery. That was Mikey Gatto. Knocked out, though, by a host of Hurricanes there on the defense. So second possession for the Hurricanes in the first quarter. First possession ended up with 6 points on a nice TD pass from Connor Bishop to Malachi Cooks. But Bishop goes in the huddle again, huddle, I'm sorry, handoff to TJ Williams on the right side. He's got some room, cuts back inside, spins, makes one move, two, and gets down to the 25-yard line, and then ball comes out there.
That was a good run by Citrus. He's got a lot of good moves, but you got to hang on to the ball.
Weems dropped the ball there, but as he gained yardage, looking for extra yards, number 71 for Citrus, Joseph Bartoli, recovered it for them and saved Weems. So bring up 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Bishop with a single setback to his left. Going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. And number 5 is going to move over. Zara Wilcox to the right. Weems motion. Inside snap, no. It's given to Weems, who goes out the right side tackle. Good running as the pounding of the line pushed him out a little bit.
That was a good run by number 22. I mean, he took the ball, ran it right up the middle, and kept pumping his feet. Moved the ball. Looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Citrus Hurricane. Trinity's got to come up and make some big, big stops.
Yeah, they're just running it right down the throat. Offensive line for the Hurricanes doing its job early on.
Big time. Doing a really good job on that line.
Bishop looking at it as the signal comes in for Coach O'Brien. Snap, 2-step drop, looking, throws a deep ball to the corner of the end zone, intended for Cooks. Caught! Touchdown!
That was a good catch. He's the one that scored it last time, and he just timed it just right, and the defender went forward, and he just out-jumped him.
And that's what you said before, is that use that height advantage. That Malachi Cooks has a great height advantage. That was a great pass by Connor Bishop.
That was a beautiful pass.
Just in the corner there. Malachi Cooks, 6'3", 185, went up and got that ball at the high point. Number 50, Eckley, trying the extra point. It is up, and it is good. So with that, they're going to go ahead by 13 with 6:26 left in the first quarter. Hurricanes dominating in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching live stream high school football on Citrus Preps. And welcome back in to live high school football on Citrus Preps as we get ready for the kickoff. Citrus 2 possessions, 2 scores, Greg. Went right down there, offense clicking on all cylinders.
Citrus Hurricanes are looking good early. Christian's got to come out and try to move the ball.
Well, he bobbles the ball into the end zone, so that's going to be a touchback. As the same thing happened. A great kick by number 31. It keeps on kicking it right at the 1-yard line. That's hard to do.
Man, I mean, even when I played high school football, our kicker wasn't even kicking that far.
That is Jose Rodriguez, 5'7" junior, 170
nice
pounds.
kicking, man. I mean, he's got a good leg.
Yeah, he does.
But this Christian, they got to come out and find a way to move the ball against these Canes.
Right now, they're not doing anything on offense.
They got to just come out, fire it up, and move the ball downfield and get some points.
6:20 left in the first quarter. Saints down by 13. 2 scores on 2 possessions for the Hurricanes. Kuhn again in the shotgun. Primarily everything's in the shotgun for the Saints. Have not been under center one time yet.
Even the Hurricanes hasn't been in.
True. Number 10, Tommy Tite comes across, handoff, and taken down. Riley, nice tackle right there.
That was a good run too. I mean, he faked like he was gonna hand it off, and he ran it right up the middle and picked up 3 yards.
That's number 3.
That's what you got to do.
Yep, that's number 3, Geoff Banning, one of their defense stalwart, the inside linebacker.
Yeah.
5'11" senior, 210 pounds. And we got a timeout. Looks like we're going to be a water break. Referee's timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout. Watching live stream high school football on Citrus Preps. And welcome back into live high school football here on Citrus Prep, streaming YouTube every Friday night, game of the week. Citrus Bowl here, 5:54 left in the first quarter. Saints trying to get something going here on offense. Throws the ball down there. Nice ball. Tipped it and picked off.
That was a good defensive play.
Beautiful play. Number 90 ticked the ball. Caden Fryover tipped the ball up, and number 5, Zaire Wilcox, took it in for the score.
That was a good defensive play. I think if the quarterback for Trinity would have maybe threw it a little bit sooner, he would have probably made a good catch, and the guy would probably went down and scored.
Yeah, he was wide open too on that.
He was
flat.
wide open.
He was. So with the.
But the offensive guy just went up. Defensive guy went up with his hand, knocked the ball loose, and number 5 caught it and ran it back.
Caden Fryover with the big one. He's 6'4", 270. He can get up, obviously. Good
defensive play.
Definitely.
And field goal is good.
And the extra points are good, and that means it 20-0, 5:43 left in this first quarter. Saints not doing too much here on offense. We're going to stay right here. They get ready to the kickoff. Just trying to go through the Saints. The Saints are similar to one of our schools in this county, Seven Rivers. You know, you have they only have about 30 players on the team, whereas Citrus has 53. So they've got a lot of people playing both ways. It's kind of tough for them. But anytime you have a preparatory school like that, you're going to have something. But, again, you've got a nice NFL coach that's going to be over there, so he should be able to do something.
Yeah, they're not looking good the first half, but the second half, I think that Trinity's going to come alive and maybe put some points on the board and stop their defense. Hopefully stops them and
they'll make an adjustment.
Come back and make it a close game.
They'll try to make an adjustment in the second half as they got two people back deep at the 10-yard line. I don't know why they should be standing at the 1-yard line the way this gentleman kicks here.
Or even standing in the end zone.
Exactly. That's Rodriguez on the run-up. And again, another nice kick. Long kick taken inside the end zone, and is a touchback right there as soon as you go back in the end zone.
You cannot run it out.
Not in high school.
I think that rule has even been when I played football. Once you step in that end zone, it's a dead ball.
You're done.
They don't want the kids to come out here and get hurt with a leg injury or even an arm injury. Because I've seen people when I played football, they go down and somebody get hit really hard and get a concussion.
Especially with this, you're going full speed on that special teams. You're running on there, 100 miles an hour. So third possession for the Saints in this first quarter, and no points on the board yet as Kuhn is the quarterback in the shotgun. Motion, number 14 coming across. That's Michael Tite. Handoff up the middle and stopped dead.
The one problem I'm seeing Trinity do is their guy is running, they're finding in a hole, but they're running at the defensive player instead of trying to find a big hole to make a big play to get yardage. They're just running at the defense.
Number 3, Geoff Banning on that tackle, inside linebacker. Linebackers have been pretty busy today. So we'll see what they dial up here. Kuhn with Travis Pavel beside him. Motion, that's tight. Snap, high, looking, got some pressure coming, throws across the middle. He was wide open.
Wide open. If he would have come down and caught that ball, he was off to the races. He would have picked up big yardage, maybe even scored.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 10. That was intended for Michael Tite. The junior is 6'1", 160 as he's doing a slow pattern across the middle, and it got wide open. So far, there's a couple plays that they've had that's open. They just missed them.
Yeah, quarterback's he's making good throws. When he's passing the ball, he's making good throws. Your receivers got to come up and make the catches and make the plays.
Kuhn, no pressure coming in, just a standard 4-line pressure. Throws across the middle, tipped, and almost picked off again as it was tipped by number 3. That's Geoff Banning, who's been very busy.
The head coach for Trinity needs to come out and do some run plays.
Again,
they're passing the ball. He's making good passes, but the receivers you got to come down and make good catches.
Yep.
I think they need to do some running plays.
So 4th down and going to be punting. Back deep is going to be number 10 for the Citrus Hurricanes, Julius Gardner. Low snap, and it's blocked. And they're going to pick it up. Now they're going to drop on it right there, so it's going to be blocked. Special teams play, number 50. 54 for Citrus.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. Ramos Diaz, junior, 5'7".
The one problem I seen is the hiker made a good snap. The kicker just didn't catch the ball right, and
but when you bobble it, you got to get it off quick.
you got to get off real quick, and that's what he tried to do. And Citrus Hurricanes was right there and made a heck of a play.
4:51 left in the first quarter, so it's going to be the fourth possession for the fourth possession for the Hurricanes. Bishop, snap, handoff. That is Wilcox, I believe, as he drives in. He just keeps his feet driving. We're saying no signal yet. Now we have the signal.
That was a good run by the Hurricanes. He was in the backfield and got a good handoff, and he just kept pushing his legs and pushed that defense right back into the end zone. Touchdown Hurricanes.
Yep, Zaire Wilcox, junior, 5'8", 170, scores a touchdown. That's going to bring it 26-0. 4:44 left in the fourth quarter. Right now, the Saints just getting outclassed. Connor Eckley doing the kicking and duties again. He's 2 for 3 right now. Snap, kick, up, and it is good.
Nice kick, 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
And he's good. He's
27-0, 4:44 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching live stream high school football on Citrus Preps. And welcome back in. I'm Mike Deem along with my partner Greg Johnson, who's doing the color, and a good kickoff here again. His leg's going to be tired after this as he kicks it deep into the end zone.
I don't think they're going to even try to catch that one.
I think they didn't even want to.
They just let it go in the end zone, bring it out to the 20.
Jose Rodriguez is really popping the ball all the way down there and pushing the Saints deep into their own territory, not getting them returned back at all.
I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to compete against him.
Okay. Oh, Collins Casafava. Thank you very much. That is Brock Summers, who's injured. He's telling me, give me the inside here.
At least we had somebody up here helping us out.
Exactly. Thank you. Collins Casavaza. Outside pick. Oh!
What a defensive play.
And that is a nice play by number 6, Mikey Gatto. Pick 6 on the first play of scrimmage for the Saints.
That was a good defense play. The guy just timed it just right and come in front of him and picked it off and ran it back.
Yeah, Mikey Gatto read that all the way, watched the quarterback's eyes, and just, 6 points, quick and easy. Hurricanes are going to start putting people in that haven't been seeing some action, I'm sure right now.
Trinity's got to come up with some big stops. And their offense has got to come alive. They need to run the ball.
Well, they're so far behind, I don't know what they can do right now. 4:38 left in the first quarter, down by 33 points. That's a tough road to hoe as Mr. Eckley gets ready for his run. His whistle blows early on the snap, some flags on there. That's our first flags we've had all game.
Yes, sir. I think it's going to be against maybe the defense.
And it is. They're saying they're moving it forward, so you're right, Greg.
Number 70 on Trinity just jumped a little bit too soon. I think he wanted to try to get a block in there.
Something positive for the Saints, trying to get something going.
They already had one block tonight, but they got to get their offensive going.
So Eckley going to get a try again. Legal substitution. They're going to decline it, and they're going to just kick it from there. Why not? Eckley
especially
needs
when
to work.
you're up by this much right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But you got to always think positive.
Definitely. Snap high. Bad snap, picked up, and then tackled right there. Ball's on the ground, picked up. And no, he cannot return that. Ball is dead as we speak right there. So the extra point try is no good. And 4:38 left, 33 points down. It's going to be a running clock now starting from this point. So we'll see how far this goes.
I think Trinity
running clock.
I think it only happens in the second half.
Second half, you're right. Okay, thank you.
I think Trinity has got to run the ball against these Kings. They're down by this.
They got to set something going.
They got to do something.
Yeah.
Like you said, they got an ex-NFL football player as a head coach, and maybe the second half he can.
I don't know. They look like right now
happen.
the offensive line's getting a little pushed around from the Canes' big defensive line, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Plus, the offensive line on the Citrus Hurricanes doing really well, opening some holes.
Yeah. Plus, you got Citrus Hurricanes that got some fast.
They do.
Boys on that team. They've always had speed. Trinity's got to come alive. I mean, like you said, they're a small school. Citrus is a big school, so.
Here's a short kick from Calavazera as they catch it at the 5. He goes up to 10. He's got some move. The move gets into the 18 and tackled there.
That's a good run back, but you can't stutter when you're running kickoff back. Catch that ball and run it. Don't stutter. Keep on running.
That's number 24, Charles Newbold, on the tackle. Junior, 5'7", 185. So now we'll see if we can get something going with 4:31 left in this first quarter. Just as you said, Greg, maybe they start just running the ball, see if they can start pounding a little bit, open up some holes.
I like to see them do something to move the ball, get some yardage, maybe get some points on the board.
Just some positive plays.
Positive.
So but they are a spread team, so.
They got some tall boys on there. Use them.
Snap. And he's going to take it himself, quarterback keeper, but he's going to be run down from behind. Great little play. Trying to see who that is.
We got a penalty flag also, too, Mike.
We do have
a
far end. That's Zaire Wilcox coming up for the backside. He was stunting from a cornerback position. Actually, he's playing linebacker now, so see what the flag is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be.
Looks like it's against offense.
It is. It's a substitution. I'm sure it is. We'll see what they call. It's a legal procedure. So I'm wrong. I've been wrong a lot of times.
But I still think Trinity is going to think positive and try to move the ball against these Citrus Hurricanes. They got some. Trinity does got speed. They got height. Yeah, you got to sort of use them.
It's number 7, Austin. Get into the territory yet, but also as far as they can in the side of their territory. Kuhn again. Snap. Looking two-step drop. Good protection. Goes across the middle. Caught. Just at the 41-yard line.
That's a big play for Trinity. That was a good pass, good catch, and big yardage for him.
That was Tommy Tight on the catch. And almost a first down. He called it short of the first down, so it's going to bring up second and short.
Well, what I like right now about Trinity is that they're moving the ball.
Yep.
Downfield. They gave him the first down.
They said there was forward progress. They're going to give him the first down. So, first and 10, 2 first downs on this drive for the Saints.
And they're moving the ball downfield. And that's what they got to have.
So again, empty backfield for Kuhn. 3 wideouts to the far sideline. 4-man rush for Citrus. Looking, throws it deep on the middle. Caught. Number 50, 45, and gets into territory.
Good play by Trinity to number 10. Caught the ball again, and they're moving the ball downfield.
That's Tommy Tight, tackled by the safety. That's Jacob Freer who made the tackle. If not, he doesn't make the tackle, he may have a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, he definitely would have probably been in the end zone.
So inside Citrus territory at the 45-yard line, Kuhn, empty backfield again. Snap, two-step pass protection is getting better as he rolls to his right, throws it out of bounds, and just lives to another play. And we got a flag, late flag here as it intentional grounding. I didn't know if there was I couldn't see a player in the area.
Well, they did have a Trinity player in the area, but I think why they gave him a penalty, So they didn't think the player was too close. He didn't throw it close enough where he could have made an attempt to catch the ball.
Good point. He
That's
threw it out
why
of
they threw the
bounds,
foot-
but
yes.
he should have been closer to the
Yeah.
player.
I would have thrown it a little bit maybe towards the sideline, let your guy try to make a play on it.
Yep.
If he don't make a play, at least it goes out of bounds
Right.
and not an interception.
That's a tough call, though, on a high school quarterback.
It really is. It really is.
I mean, especially when you know somebody somewhere in the area. They're going to
Yeah.
call intentional grounding, and it's going to move him
And
back.
he was having a little talk with the ref to find out why the penalty was thrown on him.
Yeah. Mike Kruzak, the head coach for the Trinity Preparatory Saints. He was drafted in 1976 by the Pittsburgh Steelers and played until 1980.
I don't remember what he was a quarterback, right?
He was a quarterback. And he actually won 2 Super Bowl rings, 78,
Yeah.
79.
Probably worth a lot of money. You probably can't go out and buy.
Kuhn with the back drop back.
Oh.
He pumps. Then he got pressure coming to the backside and
And
gets
he's-
taken down.
You can't hesitate. If you can't find nobody open,
Gotta-
take off with the ball.
Yeah,
Run it.
that was a great point because he should
Because I
have
think
run
he's
at that
got,
point.
for a quarterback, he's probably got speed.
Yeah, it was,
Mike probably told him, hey, you get open field and don't get a receiver open, run the ball. Pick up yardage. Don't take a sack.
that was T.J. Weems on the tackle. Brings up third and make it 25. Kuhn empty backfield again. Snap. Look, slant pattern. Caught. That's going to be Holler at the 46-yard line and brings up 4th down. So that penalty really hurt their momentum as they got into Citrus Hurricane territory.
It really, that penalty with him throwing the ball out, it really hurt him. We got a minute, the clock's still running. So let's see what they're going to do. If Mike's going to go for it or if he's just going to punt the ball.
Why would you not go for it? I mean,
Yeah,
you're down.
when you're down this much, you have to go for it.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do.
Exactly. So
Look
we
for
will-
number 82 downfield and throw it deep.
There you go.
Let him go up for the ball. You never know. He might make a good play on it and get the first down or maybe even score.
Kuhn now empty backfield again. Number 82, that's big Maxwell Holler. He's in the slot. Looking, throws a
He's
deep
going
ball to
deep.
sideline, throws it all the way up and caught.
What a catch.
What a catch by Tite.
That's a really good catch. Mike made, I think he made a good call on that to go for it, and look what happened.
20-yard line.
That was a good pass, man.
Great catch by Tommy Tite and good coverage on the play. Just Tommy Tite made the catch.
He just went up and took it away from Citrus, and first it looks like it's
First and 10
First
down
and
at
10.
the 20-yard line. Furthest they've been into Citrus Hurricane territory all night.
all night long.
3 minutes and 30 seconds and counting in the first quarter.
I think they're going to get some points on the ball board.
Snap. Kuhn's
There it
looking
is.
good protection. Throw to the end zone and almost
Oh.
caught a one-handed catch. It
That
looks
was-
at a good play, but Weems was on the coverage for that one and just overthrown and becomes
That was a good pass by the quarterback. The receiver made it. Heck of a try. He went up for the ball and tried to catch it and
just
just
didn't make it.
didn't make it.
So an incomplete
And you got
pass.
good defense about Citrus.
Good
I
throw
mean-
over the top from Kuhn, and they're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to take a timeout. 15.8 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching live stream high school football on Citrus Preps. Well, welcome you back into live high school football here on Citrus Preps, live streaming on YouTube every Friday night game of the week. Tune it in, and it'll be archived on our site on YouTube, and you can watch it anytime you want. 15.8 seconds left, 2nd and 10, as the Saints are moving on this drive they've had going into the second quarter. Kuhn Step back, looking, good protection, throws it to Holler, and a beautiful pass and touchdown. And number 82 is just what you called, Greg, is that's what we need to look for.
That's what they got to do. Use it. You know you got height on the side. Use his height. Number 82 is tall, and look what he did. I mean, went down, made a heck of a pass, made a good catch, touchdown Trinity.
Good throw by Kuhn as he just pinpointed it into the far side of the corner of the end zone. And number 82 has been the stalwart on this drive, using him a lot.
He has.
And he made the touchdown catch.
I think he made like 4 catches on this drive.
You're right.
That's what they got to do. They got to use his height.
So number 5 doing the kicking duties for Trinity as we get a offsides. It's going to move him closer. Colin Swan is the kicker for the Saints.
And the thing about Trinity is that they got tall guys on that team.
Yep.
Citrus does got some tall guys, but Trinity has got a couple of guys that are taller.
Yeah, you look at who's on that coverage. It's probably a 5'11" guy who's got on a 6'3".
Going up against 6'3" guy.
Yeah.
That's you know, you got to.
It's a mismatch, and you already know it already. You should be seeing that already. And that's what and Coach Kuzak saw that, and he called that play. So Swan with the extra point duties. Snap, kick, it is up, and it is good. So 7 points on the board for the Saints, and we got 10 seconds left in this first quarter. 33-7 is your score. We're going to stay right here for the kickoff as the Saints are going to do the kicking duties for the second time in this first half.
And I'll tell you, Citrus, I mean, they played good defense. Trinity, that drive, they just moved the ball downfield, got some points on the board. I think Mike's got onto him a little bit and said, come on, guys, let's start playing some football now.
Yeah, Mike Kruzek is definitely one of those guys that can get on you.
I tell you, Mike Kruzek, he was a heck of a quarterback when he played in the NFL.
Yeah, he did really well. Boston College alum and actually coached at Florida State, did the quarterback coaching for Florida State for a couple years. So he's down here in Winter Park. This is where the Trinity Prep is from, Winter Park. And just a little tidbit here. Mike Kruzak holds a league record for the most pass attempts without a TD.
I forgot about that.
How many?
I'm going to say probably 10.
No, more.
More?
Way more.
About 30?
Way more.
50?
154 attempts without a touchdown.
Good
That's
job,
an
Mike.
NFL league record.
Way to go, Mike.
That's a record maybe you don't want to have. Who knows? Run up by Swan. Little pooch kick to the far sideline. Is it going to go out of bounds? And it does. And that's going to be a penalty on the Saints. And I'll bring it out.
Maybe he'll go in the Hall of Fame as a holding the record for.
Maybe. Who knows? All right. Going to be a possession for the Hurricanes as the clock is stopped at 10.8 seconds. So we're going to run one play here, and then we're going to switch sides.
I think Trinity's going to make some good plays on defense and maybe put Trinity back in this game.
Well, let's see if they can do that.
I've seen some teams come back in high school from a lot of points down and come back and make it a close game.
We got you got to remember that there's a bunch of big guys on that front line for Inverness, Citrus High, and they're being able to move the ball as Weems goes in motion behind Connor Bishop. Handoff, big hole, and they're going to be calling it dead as a flag right before this snap.
Looks like it's going to move Citrus Hurricanes back. Offsides against the Hurricanes.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now from the 30-yard line. Bishop with a single setback. Motion behind him. Toss. To the 30. 35, good block. The 40. To the 50. He could go the way. 40. Down the sideline. 20. One man to beat. Cuts back inside, and he's taken down. And that is number
33.
Number 33 on the tackle. That's Julian Nurls. Trying to see the runner. I can't see the runner's number on that one. It's like number 9. Erskine DeVos.
One thing I noticed is on that play, when they run the play, number 17 put a big block on Trinity.
Yeah,
Looks like it's the end of the first quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter, and after a big run by Citrus High Hurricanes, we're going to start the second quarter. 33-7, you're watching live stream high school football right here on Citrus Preps.
Is that yours?
We are on, and welcome back. Second quarter, start of 33-7. The Citrus High Hurricanes lead the Trinity Preparatory Saints. Jacob Fryer on that run, that long 60-yard run all the way down to the 10-yard line, and he's taken out of bounds there.
That was a big run for Citrus.
First play of the second quarter, wide open as Zaire Wilcox cut it back inside and touchdown. 6 more points, 2 plays, 70 yards, 6 points.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Really, when you're that close to the end zone, the defense, you got to close in because you know they're going to try to run the ball and they ain't going to pass it. And that Trinity just spread out too far, and he just ran it right up the middle for 6 points.
That's Wilcox's second touchdown of the night. And brings the score to 39-7 with the extra point looming. Connor Eckley doing the extra point duties along with playing offensive line and defensive line. 11:53 left in this first half. Missing a player, late player coming on, and that would be the snapper. Okay, can't do that.
I think he was taking a little bit of a water break and forgot what duties he had to do.
He's been out there so many times he thinks he's okay. So Connor Eckley puts
let
that
somebody
through.
else snap the ball, Coach.
40-7 is your score. 11:53 left in the first half, and it's all Citrus High except for one possession by the Saints.
I think Saints need to come out and do what they did last possession.
I agree.
And I think they're going to go down and get some points on the board.
We'll see if Citrus High can make some adjustments in the defensive backfield to see if they can slow them down a little bit on those passes. So deep for the Saints is number 2, Travis Pavel, and I believe it's number 14, Michael Tite. Both standing at their own end zone, and so far they've really had no returns except for one.
And I think the coach told his kick return guys, hey, just go back to the 1 yard line.
Yep, don't catch it. We got Colin Skozafava, I want to say that correctly. Skozafava is doing the kickoff duties. And he has been a boomer of a leg.
Good kicker.
Now we have the run up. Kick is a little short this time, so returnable at the 5 yard line. That's going to be Pavel. 10, 15, goes to the far sideline, and then cuts back up. And it's taken down right there just before the 20 yard line.
That's the problem that Trinity's having on kick returns. The guy's running down their full speed, and all of a sudden he's stopping at the last minute to stutter step, and you're going to run full speed. Run at him. Don't slow down.
Kickoff returners just need to have no fear and go straight ahead.
That's what you got to do against Citrus Hurricanes.
So 11:47 clock stops here in the second quarter. 40-7 is your score. Last possession, the Saints drove it 70 yards all the way down.
With 3 nice passes and catches by number 82 and their quarterback.
They're going to give Kuhn a little help in the backfield on support with the blocking back, and Holler's going to go in motion across the face. Snap. Looking, no pressure. Throws outside, wide open. That's caught at the 20, 30.
That was
out of 35.
That was a good play by Trinity. The quarterback looked around, found a guy wide open, threw it over there, got some big yardage, and stepped out of bounds.
Right off in the flat, that's Travis Pavel, Jr., 5'9", 170, as he catches and gets some good yardage. So first down on the first play for the Saints, a good sign for their offense.
They're starting to move the ball on offense now, and they got to keep that momentum going.
I think the offensive line is starting to look at it. You don't see much pressure now on Kuhn. Motion across, that's tight. Kuhn snap, looking, got some pressure, and then coming in, throws the ball outside, and it skips intended for Maxwell Holler, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Good coverage there on the flare on the running back coming out in the flats here as the linebackers had him covered.
I know it's one thing about the Citrus defense. They got 2 guys covering 82 now.
Yeah, I think Coach O'Brien saw that, what you saw, and he said, hey, we're going to do something here. Snap, bubble screen, and intended for number 2.
You got to come down. You got to come down with that ball. That ball hits you in the hands. You got to come down with that, and don't worry about if you get hit or not. Come make a catch on the ball.
Brings up 3rd and 10 now as the bubble screen didn't work. Incomplete, intended for Travis Pavel, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Clock stopped at 11:33. It's 40-7 as we go with empty backfield now for Kuhn again. His big target, Holler, in the slot. They look over the sideline to see if they change the plays. They're calling it in now, signaling.
They better hurry up and get a snap off.
Snap. Kuhn, 2-step drop, looks down the sideline, throws a deep ball, and just overthrown, and there's a flag on the play. And
I think that was a nice pass by the quarterback. Guy he just threw a little bit too far. If he would have made a good pass, I think the guy would have come down and
he was open.
And caught.
Ton intended for Tommy Tight on the coverage over there. I'm trying to see the number. I think that was number 12, Malachi Cooks. And they're saying interference or a push. Nope, they're saying interference, pass interference on the defense.
That's a big penalty for Trinity because that moves them in Citrus Hurricane territory.
Wow.
I didn't see
anything.
I didn't see no push either.
I didn't see anything there, to be honest with you. But
I think what they maybe might have called is maybe their feet got tangled up.
Yeah, but even then, shouldn't be a call if it's tangled up. It's got to be a defensive push or something. That's it. They're moving it back 5 yards. I was wondering why they're giving 20 yards. That's a new call for me. 20-yard penalty. So the Saints again on this possession.
But it still should be first and 10.
Yeah, it should be first.
I don't know why they have 1st and 15.
So Kuhn with the single setback. That's going to be Holler in motion. Snap, handoff. That's Pavel who gets stopped right there.
One thing is about Trinity, 82. He's on the outside. He's blocking 2 guys. You can't let up. You're going to get out there and block him. Help your running back out.
Nick Lopez on the tackle along with big number 50. One of the captains there.
I think Citrus is starting to play their 2nd string.
Yeah, you're starting to see some players come in. That was Javon Sessler. Kuhn's going to stop and look over and get the called again as Kuzak reads the defense. No blitz is coming as a 4-man rush. Snap. He's going to roll to the near sideline. Throws an out pattern and miscommunication there as 2 players missed up. I think one of them needed to go to the flats and just Kuhn did not get it out. He got it out to the right point, but one of the receivers messed up.
Yeah. If you're a receiver, you can't just let up. If you see the quarterback going to throw the ball, come towards the ball. Don't just stand there and watch it hit the ground. Try to at least make a play on it.
Yep. 10:42 left in the 2nd quarter. Kuhn's going empty backfield. Pretty successful when they've gone empty.
They made some big plays. With the empty backfield.
Play change again. Now it's Maxwell Holler again in the slot. Number 7 and is out wide, Austin Offweiler. Citrus Hurricanes safety Freer's back almost on his 25-yard line, almost 20 yards pass. So looking for it across the middle, and good play.
Good defensive play.
Great knockdown intended for number 7. That was number 18. That's Julius Gardner on the defense. Number 19. I'm sorry, number 10.
That was a good play by the defense. He just timed it just right. Quarterback threw it, and he come across and knocked it down.
There's no punt here as they're going to go for it again. 4th and call it.
I think last time they went for it, they ended up getting their first down and going down and scoring.
You're correct on that, Greg.
They got to look for the big guy open and get the ball to him.
Snap, looking, got good protection, throws across the middle and almost picked off. That's number 3, Geoff Banning, who had almost 55 yards of open field. He could have had a touchdown.
If he would have come down and intercepted it, there was no doubt he wasn't off to the races.
So that's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Citrus Hurricanes will go back on offense. 10:32 left in this first half. 40-7 is your score.
Trinity's got to come alive and make some big defensive plays.
So Connor Bishop brings them back out. Connor Bishop, by the way, 16 for 35 and 202 yards. That's his total of 2 games. He's leading the district right now. Bishop, 2 steps out. Look, there was a deep ball. Far sideline, and cut back and caught.
What a catch.
That's Malachi Cooks again. He's going to have 2 receptions and 2 touchdowns.
That's a good pass, good play.
That's exactly what you said, is that come back to the ball, and Malachi did. He got the ball and turned and made a touchdown.
And that's what Trinity's having problems with. Their quarterbacks throwing the ball short. Their players are not coming back to get the ball to try to get more yardage, and that's what Citrus Hurricanes did. The guy, seeing it was short, he came back to the ball. As soon as he caught it, he made a pivot, and
TD.
in the end zone he goes.
Connor Eckley with the extra point attempt. Snap. Kick is up, and I'm not seeing it. It is good. It just went through.
From where we're standing at, it didn't look like it went through. But umpire's got a better
look at it than we do. 47-7 is your score. 10:21 left in this first half. And a quick break. You're watching live high school football on Citrus Preps. And we are back. Live streaming high school football on YouTube every Friday night. We are Citrus Preps, covering all Citrus high school sports and some of Hernando and some of Marion County. Picked up at the 3-yard line by the Saints, trying to get back up to the 20, and they do a good run back for where it was as they got back to the the line of scrimmage that they needed to start at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good run. He hesitated a little bit, but once he got momentum, he went straight upfield.
Yep.
He took 3 Hurricanes with him, but he still got big yardage on a ball that ended up at the 3-yard line.
Exactly. I think that's what you were saying before, is that instead of just trying to move around, just go straight through it, see what gap you can hit, and go.
Because Trinity does got some big boys that can probably run and make some yardage on the runs.
So we go with single setback with Kuhn. Haller in the slot on the far side. Tight on this near side. Cooks is going to be guarding number 7 down here, and they've got Julius Gardner on Haller, number 82.
Something's going on.
Had an offensive lineman, I think, equipment check. Had something going on with his helmet. I'm going to have to get it repaired to get him back in. So here we go. 10-14 left in the first half. 47-7. Last possession was a turnover on downs for the Saints. The possession for that is when they scored. Blitz coming up the middle, and he's looking one-on-one. Goes up to catch it, and he does. That's Haller again.
That's 4 or 5 nice catches that he's come down with for big yardage.
Yeah, Greg, you called it in the first 5 minutes. You said throw the ball to your big man, let him go up, get the ball. That's what they just did.
And that's what they've been doing. And every time they've been passing, number 82, he's going up, catching the ball, and picking up big yardage.
Yep.
Their quarterback's got a really good arm.
They do. 9:50 and counting here. Luke Cohn, quarterback. We're not sure of his grade, but he's been having a really good game passing-wise. He gets the pressure up the middle. Here they come. Pressure coming, and there's a sack. That's number 3. Geoff Banning right up the middle, inside linebacker. You notice the last couple of possessions, they weren't blitzing anything on the inside. They were coming both on the outside and using the inside man, just the 2 front defensive guys. Now, Coach O'Brien said, this is going to stop. We're going to stop them right now. We're going to have a blitz. So that's what they did.
And they're blitzing right up the middle. They're not coming on the outside. They're coming right up the middle, and the offensive line has got to make some blocks. Can't let them guys push you back. Push them back.
You expect Dylan Norman, who's a junior, he's 6'5", 320, should be able to put some leverage on somebody. So here we go. 9 minutes left. Second and call it 20. Kuhn, I'm sorry. Haller in motion. Snap, high snap. He catches it though. Looking, throws the ball wide open. The 50, 40, one man to beat. And that's Jacob Freer who cuts him down.
Play. That's a big play for Trinity. The quarterback looked around, seen the guy wide open, threw it to him, picked up big yardage. That's what they got to do.
That's Travis Pavel on the reception. Gets it all the way down inside Hurricane territory at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Saints. I believe that was Jacob Freer on the tackle. That's a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, definitely. If he wouldn't been over there, definitely would have been a touchdown. And looks like the Hurricanes called timeout.
They want to talk about a little bit. Coach Bryan wants to do it. We're going to talk a little bit about it, talk a little less. We're going to be back live streaming high school football on YouTube. It's your respect. I'll get it. And we're back. Welcome back. 47-7 is your score here. 8:24 left in this first half. Saints, though, driving now, getting something going. Some good passes by Kuhn to his outside men, one being Maxwell Haller. So 1st and 10 at the Hurricane 30 for the Saints. Motion across the face, handoff. That's going to be tight. Now inside handoff to Haller. A good little shovel pass, but just deduced really well by the Hurricane defense. That's number 90, Caden Fryover with the tackle. Just stayed in his gap.
That was probably a good call by the offense, but Citrus Hurricanes, they were ready for it and made a big stop.
Yeah, they read it pretty much all the way.
I think they need to go back to number 82 and maybe try to hit that end zone or just try to get some yardage.
Kuhn now as blitz coming up the middle. They're looking at it, picked up by the running back, thrown outside, tight, catches at the 10 and taken down very quickly.
That's
number 17 for Citrus. That's Jacob Palmieri.
That's a good play by the offense. He seen the guy wasn't covering number 10, and he just threw a good pass, made a good catch. First down and 10.
Good arm by Kuhn. He really wings the ball when he throws. You said that.
He's got a bullet because when I played football, I was a quarterback, and I used to be able to hum the ball too. I went and tried out for semi-pro and practiced with that, and the older you get.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Nope.
Oh, what was that? That's a nice little shovel pass to Holler as Kuhn gets knocked down in the backfield. But Holler gets some extra yardage out of that, being a 2nd and 5. All the way down inside the 10-yard line.
Like you said, 2nd down and 5. They're moving the ball again like they did the other possession when they scored. And that's what Trinity's got to do.
And they're doing what you said, is get it to Holler almost every play. He's been involved in this play. Every other play.
This right here, you got to almost do a jump ball.
Yeah, I would think that they would try to throw that to the corner. And you see Cook's backing off. They're going to throw it. They're looking, and then they're going to try to take off and run. And Kuhn is taken down behind the backfield, and that's going to be a loss. But there's a flag, late flag, coming in. We'll see what the call is. Might be holding because he was running around there, which is going to push them even further back. It is holding. Once that quarterback scrambles, it's really tough for those linemen to know what's going on, so they're just going to try to grab.
They don't know where the play's going. All they're doing is doing their job, and fortunately one of them held too long and got a penalty called on them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Held too long because they all hold. It's just how long can you hold without being seen.
If you go to every football game, you're going to see a lineman, both linemen on each team holding, grabbing at each other.
Yep.
Just offense, you hold too long while your quarterback's right there, then that's what happens.
So 2nd and 20 now from the 24-yard line. Snap. Kuhn's looking. Got some player. Got a lot of time. Throws it deep to the ball to the end zone and almost picked up. Overthrown, and it was intended for number 10, tight, but just
that's a pretty bad play. I wouldn't have thrown it down there when you got two guys covering one guy. I would have been looking for number 82 and tried to get the ball to him in the end zone like that because 82, he's tall and he can get up.
Yeah. And you're right. Double coverage, not a good decision by Kuhn to throw it into that double coverage.
I'm not saying number 10 can't go up and get the ball, but not when you got two tall guys for Citrus double coverage.
Empty backfield, no protection now as Holler goes into the slot. Doesn't look like any rush coming through. Now they got to release him. He's going to throw a back pass to Holler. It's caught. I cannot believe that kid. Down to the 15-yard line. Good throw, good catch. Holler.
I think Citrus Hurricanes might have got away with a little bit of a push there. Looks like number 82 for Charities might be injured on the play.
He got hit a little bit hard after that catch. And we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with Maxwell Holler down on the field for the Saints. We're watching live high school football on YouTube and Citrus Preps. And we are back on as Maxwell Holler slowly makes his way across the field. I don't know if he was hurt or he was just exhausted.
No, it might have looked like he was hurt because he was holding his arm a little bit. But hopefully they can get him back in the game. And
well, unfortunately, it's 4th down, and he's got to go off for a play because he was injured. So they're going to be without him on 4th.
But you still got number 7 over there that's about as tall as him.
Yeah.
Aim for that end zone, throw it to number 7, jump ball. If he comes down with it, he comes down with it.
So with 5:42 left in the first half, Saints trying to get this first down or even the touchdown. When Kuhn has time, he has a good arm and he's very accurate.
He's been having plenty of time in that backfield.
When the four-man rush, the offensive line has been able to handle it. When the blitz comes, they're actually kind of outmanned. And here comes the blitz up the middle again. There's a pass, and he is hit hard. That's Pavel, and Malachi Cooks just took him down.
That was a hard hit, but I mean he made it. He tried to make a good catch on the ball. Just he got hit pretty hard, and the ball just came out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, and maybe a little tight T-Rex arms on the receiver because he knew it was coming. That'll be a turnover on downs.
I think he pretty much tried to catch the ball when he turned around.
He knew it.
Took a shot, and
he knew what was coming. And it's turnover on downs as Citrus High. The Hurricanes will take over at 5:37 left in this first half, up by 40. So let's see if they continue with the starters. I'm assuming the starters will probably play through the first half and then start seeing some substitutes in the second half. Bishop, single setback. Snap, quick, and a little bit of misread there as it was supposed to be. Connor was throwing an out pattern and the receiver was running a up pattern, a go pattern.
Yeah, and Trinity just made it. They had good coverage. They had two guys on them, and he made a bad throw.
On the Julius Gardner was the intended receiver on that. Incomplete, second, and call it 10. It is 10. Motion, Weems cuts back inside, got an open space, and jukes and jives. He gets all the way out past the 25-yard line. First down for the Hurricanes.
That's a good run by Citrus. They've been doing it all night. Trinity's got to find a way to make some good blocks and make some big plays on defense. Citrus is just running all over them.
TJ Weems, he's a 5'10", 170-pound senior. He's averaging 110 yards per game. Now, they only had 2 games, but that's a lot of yardage.
That's a lot for 2 games.
Exactly. Snap, Bishop looking. Going to throw a deep ball to the near sideline, intended for, just overthrown. And that was looking like number 10. That was Gardner.
That was a pretty good pass. He just overthrew him a little bit and
got a little excited. Intended for number 10, Julius Gardner on that play. Coverage was on for number 40, Rutledge Harris. So Bishop's going to go back with a single setback.
We got defensive penalty.
There's a flag on the play, 2nd and 10. And if this is on the defense, that'll make it a little easier on the Hurricanes.
Too many players on the field for Trinity.
With 5 on that, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Clock stops while they walk it off. 4:58 left in the first half.
You hate to see big penalties like that.
Weems, inside handoff. He cuts to the right side and cuts back inside. He's bottled up by a host of Saints there as he gains about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3, or 3rd and 2.
That was a good play by the defense, but only thing is, if you're going to make a tackle like that, don't yank them forward where they get yardage. Push them back.
Good idea. Tackle made by Joshua Acker, number 55 on that play. Again, tight formation. Weems in motion again. Snap, handoff. The left side, he's going to be number 5, Wilcox. He goes to the 40, 45, 50, on the off sideline and tripped up at the 40-yard line, maybe the 35-yard line.
That was a good defensive play. If he wouldn't have made that trip right there, he was off to the races, and there would have been more points on the board for Citrus.
Tackle made by Javon Pinyard, junior, 5'7", 155 pounds. Clock stops as they move the chains. Citrus already up on the ball. This quick offense, they just turn it over, turn it over, turn it over.
that's what you got to do when you're doing running plays, because it throws
Snap.
the defense off.
Weems off right side and cuts back inside, makes 2 miss, gets good yardage on first down though. Gain of about, I'd say 7, and be at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 3.
You got to find when you're Trinity, you got to find a way to slow down the Hurricanes offense, because all they're doing is quick plays and it's throwing the defense off.
I don't know why we would see any more pass plays, trying to run the clock down, but we'll see. As Bishop is in the backfield, blitz coming up the middle. He's going to throw it. Now he's going to run it himself. Connor Bishop goes out the left side, gets the first down inside the 20-yard line, down at the 19-yard line.
That was a good play by the Canes. They act like they were going to throw it, and quarterback sneak, and first down 10.
So 3:15 and counting here. Citrus trying to get one more on the board for the end of the half. Bishop, Weems again. Snap, low snap, handoff inside, and Saints had it red, but he gets out of it because of the 20-yard line, cuts back inside, and all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Trying to see who that was. Erskine DeVos on the carry.
That was a good play, a good defensive play, but
got to wrap up.
Wrap him up.
So Erskine gets out of trouble in the backfield, and they get up and go quick again. Weems, snap. It's going to be a toss pitch to outside, and he's going to walk in. I mean, literally almost walked in.
Yeah.
2:30 left in the first half, and TJ Weems gets another 6 points.
When you got guys blocking like that, you pretty much just walk it in like he just did.
There's a wave of Hurricanes in front of him. He had nobody to really touch him.
Yeah.
So untouched into the end zone, 53-7 is your score with the extra point looming.
Hopefully Trinity can come out and put some more points on the board, but
make it a game
it's
at least.
It's going to be tough for them to come
tough.
down when it's 53-7.
It will be a running clock in the second half as Erskine puts it through for the extra point. 54-7 is your score. 2:30 left in the ball game. I mean, in the first half. We'll be right back. You're watching live stream high school football on Citrus Preps. And welcome back in. I'm Mike Deem along with my partner, Greg Johnson, on color. Here at the Citrus Bowl as the Citrus Hurricanes are dominating the Prep Saints. Trinity Prep. As Zazafar, I cannot pronounce that. And he bobbles the ball again at the 5-yard line, and the Saints runner comes back and cuts back inside and then drops the ball.
It looked like he might have got it back.
He did get it back. Trinity Prep is out of Winter Park, not Tampa. Just want to make sure that.
So let's see. Hopefully we'll see some big plays right here for Trinity before halftime, and maybe get some 7 more points on the board.
Yeah, they need to try to get something positive. That one drive they had was really good looking. It's just they couldn't continue to do that over and over. The defensive coordinator for Citrus High School, Chop Alexander, great gentleman, by the way, but he is doing a fantastic job of wrapping that up.
Yeah.
Kuhn, again in the shotgun. Snap, Holler's back out. They're looking for him in the middle. Throws it across the middle, high, and almost got it, but a good defensive play. Is it incomplete?
That was a really good defensive play, but 82 almost come down with another heck of a catch.
It's number 5 there, Wilcox on the defense. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the Saints. Ball's at the 16-yard line, not the 19. So clock stops with the incompletion at 2:19. Get a little different formation here now as they go handoff and then throw it and then fake it. And it's going to be Pavel who's going to be battled up as the Citrus High Hurricanes and their linebacking core just read that all the way.
Yeah, he did. I mean, they didn't fake out Citrus. But if they're going to, you're going to fake a pass one way, run the ball the other way.
Clock is winding on under 2 minutes now. As the Saints offense looks over the sideline, and they're going to call a quick timeout and try to get the right play in here. We're going to stay on the air for a little bit until the end of the first half. Citrus High Hurricanes just dominating the Saints right now. Saints have a great passing attack, but I think what they're lacking is some up front. They've got to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Those times that they break down, that's the times that they're going to have a bad play or missed assignment or something.
Yeah, that's what they got to do. They got to the offensive line's got to come out. They got to do their job. Pick up somebody, block them, protect your quarterback, and let him make the plays. And they've been every time they've been passing the ball to number 82, they've been moving the ball.
He's their main threat. He's probably got over 100 yards. I don't have the stats in front of me, but 100 yards catching at least, and at least he's got one touchdown. He's the only touchdown they have.
I mean, you got to when you got tall guys, you got to use them. You have to use them.
That's a definite advantage. That's why they put the center. That's the 7 foot underneath the basket.
You just got when your offensive line has got to do their job and pick up somebody, block them, and let your quarterback do his job.
Well, Chop Alexander has been bringing the heat here the last couple of plays. He is this time also. Banding comes across the middle, and it's intended for tight and dropped. It'll be incomplete, bring up 4th down.
That was a good pass. Receiver just trying to make a good play on it, and fortunately it hit the ground.
So they're going to go for it here, or are they going to punt it? They're going to punt it, I believe, as the punting team comes out. They don't want to risk it just trying to turn it over and give them an easy touchdown or easy points on the board going into this halftime. 1:40 left in the first half as the punting team for the Saints come out. Citrus High player standing at his own 45-yard line. Snap, kick.
Good. That was a good punt.
Nice punt. Comes out to the far sideline, takes a bounce, and just bounces all the way into the 40-yard. Picked up by the Hurricane. You got one man to beat, and he drops him. A good play.
That was a good defensive play. I mean, the guy tried to pick it up and run it back, but we do got a penalty on the play. Looks like it's going to be a block in the back on Citrus. We'll have to wait.
Rashawn Bowie was the person that took down Gardner on the run back. So it'll be a penalty along with the run back. So we're going to be back another 10. 1:25 left in this first half.
Because he was standing at the 45-yard line, and it moved him all the way back to the 30-yard line.
So a little mistake there, mental mistake by the Hurricanes. So just inside the 30, Connor Bishop is going to bring them out. See if they can get a couple more points on the board before the end of the first half. The snap, 2-step drop. He looks. He's going to throw deep ball to the far sideline. Up in the air and caught. No, it's dropped right there.
That was a good defensive play. But when you're on, fortunately, when you're on defense, you got to look back and see where the ball's coming so you don't get a penalty. But he was nowhere near the receiver. He stuck his hand up and made a good defensive play.
That was intended for Julius Gardner, who had 87 yards and a touchdown last week. Covered by number 28, Javon Pernard. He's been busy over there with those tall receivers. Bishop now looking over to Coach O'Brien for the signals. Clock stopped with the incompletion. Weems going to go and pass, and then it'll shovel pass on the inside. And that's going to be all the way down to the 37-yard line. Trying to see who the running was. It was number 23, I believe. Brandon Candrill.
That's what it looks like. And
so Brandon on his first carry of the game.
and I think he was stopped by number 24.
At number 24, that would be Ishan Katheri.
That was a good run by Citrus and good defensive stop.
Brings up 3rd and 2. Good 8 yards on 2nd down. Clock is winding, under 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Snap. This is the Zaire Wilcox. Get some open holes. Got some one man to beat. 2 to the 50. Down the side sideline, 30, 25, 20, 10. He's going to be caught. And no, as he go in.
Looks like he's going to be stopped at the 1 yard line.
They're saying that he is out, but they should have had been a call on him as a horse collar on the backside.
I thought they were going to throw a flag on give a horse collar.
They are saying it is a touchdown. He got over and hit the pylon, so that is a fantastic run by Zaire Wilcox.
Defense is lucky, then he called for the horse collar tackle on that one.
So 62 yards on an outside pitch to Zaire Wilcox, and Connor Escaron going to come in and try to do the kicking duties again. His leg's probably pretty tired.
He has been kicking quite a few field goals, kickoff, punt. But the thing that hurt Trinity is they had him down back here, and the guy just broke loose. And
snap, kick is up, and it's good. So now with 6.1 seconds left, it's 61-7. And going into the second quarter, we'll definitely have a running clock. So you'll see a very quick game in that second half. I'm sorry, not the second quarter. So we'll get a kickoff and maybe one play from the Saints, and then we'll head into halftime.
It's probably after the kickoff, it's probably going to run the clock out anyway. So they're going to halftime. And
at halftime, we're going to have Brett Knudsen, who's going to give us some updates on some scores around the league. He'll be able to give you some updates on some of your high school teams in the county area, also with the Hernando County and Marion County. He'll be able to update you those a little bit, and we'll talk about the first half of this game and how it went all Citrus High's way. So we appreciate you tuning in. I also want to shout out to our sponsors, Eagle Buick GMC in Homosassa. One of our major sponsors. It's the second year they've been the sponsor, thanks to April Phillips, the owner there, Russ Baldner, Ronnie Elson, and all the good people at Eagle Buick GMC. Proline Tile, Dennis Jenkins, the owner there, supporting high school athletics. He actually is a coach at softball in Dunn High School. And we've got Sweetwater Homes supporting high school football in Homosassa. Been there for 30 years. And Dean Cabinets, supporting high school football and high school sports for the last 45 years. Actually going to go on 50 years now as Dean Cabinets has been in business. One play here from the Saints, and it should do it. I don't know if they're going to go for the gusto and try a long pass to number 82. I would. It's like a punt.
I mean, 6.1 seconds. Try to make a big play.
See what happens.
Get some points on the board before halftime, and maybe that would give her confidence up.
So all they need really is just a couple more points. Again, you got to realize this team is a 3A team. It's not in the same classification as Citrus, but that being said, it is a private school. It does have quality players. It's just that they're being a little bit overmatched with Citrus's speed and bulk on the inside.
But they do got a good coach, Mike over there, and
Mike Kresick throwing across the middle and caught. And that should run out the clock right there, unless they call a timeout, and they do.
I think they stopped the clock because it's first down and 10.
I thought it was 6.1 seconds.
I think it was like 10 or something.
It's running out now.
That's going to do it.
That should do it for the first half, and that is the first half as the Saints throw the ball one time, and that's going to end the half. Your score here at the Citrus Bowl: Citrus High Hurricanes 61, the Trinity Preparatory Saints 7. We'll be right back after these messages with some halftime thoughts and some score updates You're watching and listening to high school football right here. Game of the week on Citrus Preps. And we are back. Thank you for joining us here on Citrus Preps live streaming YouTube high school game of the week every Friday night. Little recap here. It's 61-7 at halftime. A dominating effort by the Citrus High Hurricanes. They've scored on offense, they've scored on defense, and they scored on special teams, similar to what we had last week with the Christopher Lecanto game. They've been all over the place, and Coach O'Brien's team is very well disciplined, and Chop Alexander's defense is just lights out right now. Saints can't do anything. Right now, we're going to go and let you listen and watch the Citrus High Hurricane marching band.
Special thanks to the band sponsors, band parents, and athletic department of Citrus High School Administration. As the entire band, directors, team leaders, and sponsors, and parents support, we say thank you. Special announcement from the band parents.
It was a dominating performance by Crystal River last Friday night. It was a dominating performance by Crystal River last Friday night, shutting out Lecanto 46-0, scoring on offense, special teams, and also 3 defensive touchdowns.
Able to get some things going offensively. Our defense got on the board, and again, our special teams as well. So certainly a good night for us all around, and we've got to capitalize on that and continue to mature and grow.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. We were pretty psyched up about it, hearing about Lecanto, but we put it aside. We were like, let's just fight for it and show them what we're really about, and we did.
and the best dealership experience. With affordable leases and incredible discounts, find what you're looking for, or we'll find it for you. And we always honor our military and veterans. Eagle Buick GMC in Homosassa, under the giant American flag.
To homeowners and builders, from total remodels to changing out your countertops.
DCI Countertops is our 15,000 square foot facility for manufacturing your silestone, granite, and Corian countertops. We can provide all your countertop needs directly from the manufacturer. So for your next project, remember the professionals at Deems Kitchen and Bath Showrooms and DCI Countertops.
Don't dream it.
Deem it.
Or natural stone tile, glass tile, and pool tiles to satisfy even the hardest to please customer. They also have interlocking pavers, slate, and marble, as well as wood flooring. So whether you're remodeling or building the home of your dreams, Proline Tile of Citrus County can guide you to the best tile packages to meet all of your needs. Proline Tile, 7119 West Gulf to Lake Highway in Crystal River. Community, a home with beautiful natural surroundings or a second home, Sweetwater Homes offers it all. We have various floor plans that take advantage of our unique area here on the Nature Coast of Florida, and our custom home planning can make your dreams come true. Visit us at sweetwaterhomes.com or call 352-382-4888.
And we welcome you back in. Appreciate you tuning in to live stream high school football right here on Citrus Preps. I'm Mike Dean, along with my partner Greg Johnson. 61-7 is your halftime score leading into the second half. Yes, that's right, 61-7. And courtesy of Chris Barnhart from the Citrus County Chronicle, got some stats here. I don't know if you want to, we're going to read these off, or they're pretty long. Zaire Wilcox, running back for the Citrus Hurricanes, 5 carries for 120 yards, 4 touchdowns. Now, one of them was defense. That's what Chris said. One of them was defense. And then TJ Weems, 8 carries for 63 yards. But here we go. Malachi Cooks, 4 catches, 99 yards, 3 touchdowns.
That's impressive.
That's an offensive juggernaut.
Exactly. And one guy with 120
yards in the first half.
Oh, man.
Big time.
Imagine what he's going to do the second half.
Hopefully he'll sit him down. Appreciate Chris Bernhardt from the Citrus County Chronicle supplying those stats today. Thank you very much. So 61-7 here. I want to again throw out, appreciate our sponsors. I always try to do this. They do give us an opportunity to bring you live high school football on the YouTube and Citrus Preps. And that is Eagle Buick GMC, Citrus down in Homosassa, April Phillips, Russ Baldner, and Ronnie Elson, who run that place. There's some more people that I know that I left out, I'm sorry, but they do a good job down there, and they do a great job for the high school sports in the county.
Yeah, they do. They've been sponsoring a lot of high school sports in Citrus County for a
long time.
I don't know how many years.
Yep. Also, we want to thank Dennis Jenkins from Proline Tile supporting this endeavor and these sports. He does. In fact, he does it himself too. He coaches high school softball at Dunellen. He's the head coach for the Dunellen Tigers, girls ladies softball team. And Sweetwater Homes supporting your local high school as they build fine homes in Citrus County and all around. And Deem Cabinets, doing their business for 50 years, almost 50 years now. Going up on 2021 would be 50 years in business, and supporting all the county sports and all the county schools in Citrus County. Appreciate everything that they do and help us out.
Yeah, there's a lot of business around Citrus County that does a lot for Lecanto, Chris River, Citrus. A lot of the high schools, they do a lot for the
behind the
all
scenes
high
too.
schools.
You don't see that a lot. You know,
yeah.
Support your local businesses. Support your local merchants here in Citrus County. We appreciate it. Greg,
especially a lot. Man, they do a lot for the sports. That's all I got to say. They've been doing it for years.
Yep.
I know when I was in high school, Eagle Buick was big sponsor on a lot of sports stuff going on. And
so what do we expect, Greg, in the second half from Citrus? Are they going to just keep on keeping on, or are they going to put some new players in there and try to get some fresh bodies in there?
I think they need to put some fresh bodies in there, get more kids playing time, and hopefully shut them down and
get some experience, for the next.
Let these young kids get in there and play some football. And I'd like to see Trinity come out and get some good offense going and maybe get some more points on the board.
Try to get some confidence going in them. Yeah, do have a score update ahead at Lecanto went ahead from Wikiwachi. They were down 6-0, scored a touchdown. 7-6 now is the score in the third quarter for Lecanto.
That's going to be a big win for Lecanto if they can hold off Wikiwachi. And
well, they're both 0-2. They need a win, and Lecanto, especially at home, needs a win.
Yeah, and it was the same situation last week when Lecanto played Chris River. They both 0-1, and fortunately, Chris River come out ready to play some football and sort of dominated that game against Lecanto.
They did. That was our game of the week last week. As we get ready for this one here, ready to kick off as number 5 for the Saints gets ready to tee it up. Number 5 is Colin Swan, a senior, 5'9", 140-pounder. Last year doing the kicking duties for the Saints. Trying to see if there's any more updates here that we can find locally. I don't see anything coming through on my Twitter feed, but we'll find out from there. Do have one that's kind of not nude here, but FloridaHighSchoolFootball.com. Number 17, Venice 21. Number 9, Trinity Christian 7 at the halftime. So
let's see what Trinity's defense can do. Hopefully they can come out second half, dominate, and stop Citrus.
Let me ask you this. You think Connor Bishop is going to come out at quarterback, or is Coach O'Brien going to put somebody else in there and try to do?
For Citrus or?
For Citrus, yeah.
I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. With the score the way it is, it's 61-7.
Do you risk that? I mean, do you risk Connor Bishop being out, your starting quarterback, getting hurt?
I would play it smart, bring your backup quarterback in, and let him get some playing time and experience.
And that is Jacob Palmieri, the backup quarterback. And there's the receiver, gets it from Citrus Hurricanes, and good pooch kick, but he's going to be broken. He fumbles the football, and it's recovered by the Saints, I believe.
I think the Saints did get the ball. He tried to pitch it back and let the guy run downfield, but it's tough to say who come up with the ball.
They're saying it is going to be still Citrus ball.
Citrus come up with the ball, and
you're trying to get a little cute
break
there.
That's a big break for Citrus.
That could have been devastating to start. I mean, the Saints start to have. I mean, I don't feel like that the Saints can ever catch up, but the issue is that still that's something you don't want to do on special teams.
Yeah.
In a close game.
That definitely would have probably, if they would have recovered the fumble, that would have given them momentum to go down the field and maybe put some more points on the board.
Totally agree with that. So the defense for the Saints out on the field as Connor Bishop is going to come out. They're going to start him.
I would have
put
put my backup quarterback in there, save Bishop for next week.
Well, let's see what they want to do. Maybe they want to work on a few things. I'm not sure in the quarterback on seeing the same running backs. We'll see what we can get from there. Motion, and that's not going to be T.J. Weems. That's going to be number 24 on the carry. That's Charles Newbold on the carry. So that
was a good defensive play by the Trinity. They went in there, they read the play, and they just made a good stop.
Number 55, Joshua Acker on the carry. And that was Joshua Newbold's second carry of the game, so they're starting to bring in new bodies here. You can see that T.J. Weems probably sitting down for the rest of the game.
Yeah, why risk?
Now number 4 on the run on the far side, cuts it back up, and then taking down a good run as he gets out to almost the 50-yard line. That's number 4, Corvin C.J. Henry, 5'8", 155-pound junior.
I think Citrus is playing it smart right now. They're bringing in their second string offense and letting their first string get a break, especially with the score the way it is. It gives them time to rest and maybe come in next week. And
yeah, you can see Edward Rowe taking the place of Malachi Cooks here on the near sideline at wide receiver. Different running backs now. Same quarterback. Motion. Snap. Pitch. Near sideline to the 50. 45 down on the sideline. He steps out of bounds. It's a good run.
That was a really good run.
Trying to see who that is. Number 21. Who is that? What's the number 20? That's 20, Joey Panico, a junior, 5'9". Let's see about good run, got the first down, brings up 1st and 10 inside Saints territory at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line, sorry.
That was a really good run. I mean, even their second string is running the ball over this defense, and the defense got to come up with some big stops to hold Citrus out of the touchdown.
Even the offensive line is switched up a little bit now. That's number 4 again on a snap. Handoff and a good play.
That
by
was
the
a really
Saints
good play.
Defender, that's number 55. He's been, is that 55? It is 55. Yes, it is 55. Good play by Joshua Acker. He's been all over the place. Just hasn't been able to have it.
He's been, even the first half, he's been
right.
all over the field. And that was a big, big play by their defense.
Loss of a half a yard brings up 2nd and 9.5.
And that's what Saints have got to do. That's what they got to do to
slow down this.
Yes, to slow down the run.
Again, this is a running clock in the second half as it's above 33 points. So it's already 7:50 and counting here left in the third quarter. Panico with the pitch to the outside 40 and the 35 and just steps out of bounds right there. Stopped by number 33.
We do got a penalty flag on the play, Mike.
Do have a penalty flag, probably going to be a holding. It's Julian Neris with a tackle.
That's going to move the Canes back.
So something you probably expect with some of the subs coming in, not getting the playing time but normally, but this is why you have them in there to learn and to learn from their mistakes.
That's only, and that's the thing. That you got to learn by your mistakes, and that's what the coach wants them to do. They want them to get in here, get playing time, and learn from their mistakes, make up for next week.
And you know as well as I do is that football is the next man up, so that next man up has got to be ready. Clock now under 7 minutes as Bishop looks at his signals coming in from Coach O'Brien. Transfers it over. A little bit of discussion because they're probably not knowing the plays as well, so it's not as quick and snappy. But Bishop's telling him what to do. Maybe that's why he's out there, to lead him a little bit so they don't have a problem with that. And there's a broken play, but it's going to be pitched out to the far sideline.
That was a good defensive play. They, I know they got some yardage back, but that was a good defensive play by number 72.
Yeah, number 72, Cole Best on the tackle.
It looks like they're going to sub him out.
And number 32 also on the tackle for the Saints is Liam Swanson, junior, 6'1", 190. That was C.J. Henry on the run.
I think right now, this start of this third quarter, Saints are looking really, really good right now. I mean, they're stopping, they're making good tackles.
Henry on the turn, and then Connor Bishop is going to take it himself because it was a busted play, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and I mean, they'll bring up fourth down. Again, this is what we're talking about, where they're not, you know, they bring in another quarterback. If Connor Bishop has to run for his life, is he going to get hurt? So we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout. First timeout of the fourth quarter. You're watching live stream high school football on Citrus Preps.
At Eagle Buick GMC, folks take a liking to our way of business. They love that we're family owned and family friendly. You get the best selection, the best price, and the best dealership experience. With affordable leases and incredible discounts, find what you're looking for, or we'll find it for you. And we always honor our military and veterans. Eagle Buick GMC in Homosassa, under the giant American flag.
All right, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to Citrus Prep's live high school football on YouTube. I'm Mike Dean along with my partner Greg Johnson on color. 5:40 as the clock stopped with the timeout. Now it gets started again, and this is a running clock in the second half as they are up by a lot. I don't think I can do that addition. I went to Chris River.
Yeah.
C.J. Henry on a toss. Out to the left side. He cuts back inside, and then he's caught as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Trinity. So now let's see what Trinity can do against this Citrus Hurricane defense, because it looks like they might be bringing their second string defense in.
Yeah, that's going to be a telling sign if they could see if they can move the ball a little bit on the second string.
Yeah.
Little smaller bodies out there. You can see that up front they'll be a little bit smaller.
I think what Trinity needed to do is work on number 82, give him the ball and let him go down and move the ball down.
So we'll see the coverage here as they come out as Maxwell Holler comes in the sideline and slot. And then it's going to be a quarterback keep by Kuhn as he gets up and maybe 7 yards, brings it down to the 42-yard line. The second and 5.
That's a good run. I mean, he didn't hesitate. He took the ball, quarterback sneak, ran it right up the middle, and Canes, like I said, Canes got their backup defense in there, and so let's see what Trinity can do.
Maxwell Holler in the slot there. It's going to be a little bubble screen, no fake. It's going to be Pavel who's going to go to the right side. He gets the first down all the way out to the 50-yard line. They'll say he's down at the 50. 1st and 10 for the Saints.
Most of what you don't see, too, you don't see mostly the running backs, they don't put their heads down. They lead with their shoulder pads because you don't want to get hit in the head and end up getting an injury.
Yeah. So Kuhn, 2-step drop, looking, throws us out pattern, and right through the hands of Tite. Defended there by number 45 from Citrus. Not sure who that was.
That was a good defensive play by the Hurricanes.
We have no 45 on our roster. So trying to figure out who that is. Who's 45?
Greg Byers.
Greg Byers was on the defense on that one, number 45. That's Pavel again off the right side. Cuts it back up. Get close to the first down. He's driving. He does get to the first down marker, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Saints. Good run.
That was
Pavel.
a really good run. Real good run. That's what they got to do. They got to keep moving the ball.
Clock now under 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Again, we mentioned before, it's a running clock here because of the score.
Looks like Hurricanes are bringing some more defensive players that get some playing time.
So 1st and 10 inside Hurricane territory at the 39 of the Hurricanes. Snap, hand off to Pavel. He's going to cut back inside. He's got some running room, goes all the way down to the 30, inside the 30, and then taken down at the 28-yard line. Trying to see who that was. Number 25. It's hard to see these numbers from up here when you're on the field. I like to make sure I get the names correct.
We do got a little bit of help up here with the names.
So clock now under 2 minutes. Kuhn, blitz coming. Pulls it out, throws a crossing pattern, slam pattern intended for Tite, but right through his hands, incomplete.
That almost was a good catch. I mean, he tried to make an effort after he tipped it, he tried to go for it, and fortunately it was just incomplete pass.
It was intended for number 10, Tite, defended by number 20, Joey Panico. So 2nd and 10. Clock now just under 1 minute. Kuhn with Holler in the slot to his right. Motion, Holler across the face. Snap, Pavel, no. Pass tight, he gets it at the 10, and then touchdown. Right up the middle, a nice slant pattern, and tight gets it from Kuhn. 6 points for the Saints.
That was a really, really good pass, and kid made a little bit of a juke there, and off to the races he went.
Caught it at about the 13-yard line, and then made a one move, and into the end zone he goes.
That was a good start of the second half for the Saints.
That brings the score to 61-13, and clock's going to be under 16 seconds right now. Colin Swan doing the kicking duties for the Saints. Tight with the hold. Snap, and then the kick is up, but it's going to be blown dead as a whistle before the snap. Line judge on the near sideline threw the flag.
Looks like it's going to be against the Hurricanes.
It is. They're going to move it up. Give them a little bit better of a chip shot.
Moves them up a little bit closer, about 5 yards. Oh, they declined
it again. They're not really going to go for two, so they're just going to stay with the extra point. Left-footed kicker. Kick is up.
And
it is good.
That's a good kick. Good start of the second half for Trinity. They got 7 more points on the board, and let's see if they can come out on defense, stop Canes, and come and score some more points.
Cuts the deficit, makes it look a little bit better in the box score. We'll start in the fourth quarter now. We're going to switch sides, and that'll mean that the Canes will be going the other way, and we'll get started on that. That was a very quick
third quarter.
It was. But again, like you said, Greg, this is a good time for these youngsters that haven't had a lot of playing time to get that exposure, to be ready when the time comes and they need to step in and do their job on the field.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It gets them playing time. Then once all these seniors leave to go to college for football and stuff, all these young guys in 10th, even 11th grade, they're going to get more playing time next season and even this season.
Yeah.
It helps them out.
There's nothing like experience. You cannot, in a game, it's different than practice. It always is.
Yes.
Practice is a little slower, and then you've got, hitting your own guys, and you know which guys that hit better or don't hit better. Here you don't know. In a game situation, it's completely different.
Yes. And that's the thing. Like you said, when you're hitting your own guy, then you come out here, you don't know how the other opponent's going to hit. They could hit pretty hard.
Little pooch kick from the Saints kicker. He's going to pick it up. That's a Citrus player at the 40, all the way at the 50, inside of Saints territory.
See, I think that was a bad decision by Bill for the head coach for the Saints. I would have just kicked it downfield, but now you give Kings good field position to go down and put more points on the board. But like you said, we're in the fourth quarter. The score is 61-14. The clock's going to be steadily running.
Yeah. So the ball is placed just inside Saints territory at the 49-yard line. I'm sorry, 44-yard line. So we see Connor Bishop still in. He's running the show. Looking for the snap. Motion. Inside pitch. Oh, it's kind of miscommunication again there. He threw it to the player, but the player wasn't ready for the ball.
Well, when you got a guy that's right on your tail like that, and you're waiting for that hit. But you got to focus on that ball. Don't worry about where you get hit. Just focus on the ball.
There's an inside shovel pass, and they called it an incomplete pass, so that means that the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage.
Because it was forward pass.
Yep. So 2nd and 10 for the Hurricanes. And we got, I can tell you already, you got a player offside. He's lined up offsides for the Saints, the defensive end on this near side.
I don't think he realized he was outside.
He wasn't.
He was clearly almost on the.
That's number 55, who's been all over the place. We talked about him, Joshua Acker. He's just eager to get in there and hit somebody. He just.
Oh man, he's
trying
been
to get
all
a jump on it.
Yeah, he's been all over the field, and he wanted to put a hit on somebody. Fortunately, he was just offsides.
So it brings up 2nd and 5 now. Motion. Handoff. Number 34, good yardage, gets all the way down, but we got a flag on the play. Going to be holding or takedown or something on the 65 for Citrus.
That was a good run.
That was Lee Newbold on the run. 5'7", 185-pound junior. But number 65 is going to be called for the infraction. Javier Larende, a junior, 5'8", 225. He's going to pull it back and see what the call is. I missed the call. Sorry.
I didn't see what the call was either, but it's 2nd down and looks like about 15.
Yep. That was a 10-yard penalty. Going to be holding 9 minutes and counting as the clock winds down quickly. Not sure what they're doing here for Connor Bishop. He's trying to get ready, and he's waiting for that clock. Snap, toss. This is Henry. Get to the 50, gonna get the edge, and he's thrown out of bounds just right there. No, he stays inbounds, so the clock is continuing to run, of course, but C.J. Henry on the run gets all the way back to the original line of scrimmage and a little bit more inside at the 44-yard line.
Number 70 for a big guy like he is, man. It was amazing that he got over there and made that stop.
Max Lundy for the Saints.
Don't get me wrong, Saints, they got some big guys, but them big guys are pretty quick. They get over there and make them stops.
That's tough to get on that edge when especially you got a quick player like C.J. Henry trying to catch it. Clock is going to wind under 8 minutes now. Bishop's going to wait for it. Motion, snap, handoff, right side. That's going to be Joey Panko. Good run.
I think that's what Citrus is doing. They're just running this clock out to get this game over with.
We haven't seen one pass.
No.
By Citrus.
Now Trinity threw a nice pass.
Oh yeah,
and got some points on the board.
They want to get some points. They're still going to play their game. Citrus is allowed to run the clock and just keep pounding the ball. That's what the offensive line like to do. That's what also you're getting game film right now on these players. You can show them next week what they did right or wrong and correct those mistakes.
Yeah, and that's what Saints have got to do. They got to go back to the board, to the video, and see exactly what they did wrong and what they can fix to make their team better.
I don't know if we'll have a pass play right here, but we'll see. Nope, it's going to be a toss sweep again to Panico. He's going to cut it up. Joey looks at it to 35, 30, down the right side as a flag comes in as he scores, but I think this may be coming back. We'll see what the call is, but Joey Panico scores on a 44-yard touchdown run.
That was a good run on the play, but looks like the refs are talking about something.
Citrus players are walking back.
Holding against Citrus.
Yeah.
That's a bad break.
Unfortunate for Joey as he scores his first touchdown. Well, I don't know if he's scored any touchdowns in the past, but I believe that'll probably be his first touchdown of the year. Joey Panico, junior, 5'9". Doesn't say his weight, but he can't be more than a $135.
When a guy's that short, man, they got speed.
We're going to take a quick break as they take a timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching live stream high school football game of the week on Citrus Preps.
Your #1 source for tile is Proline Tile of Citrus County. Their 3,000 square foot showroom has a vast selection of wall, floor, natural stone tile, glass tile, and pool tiles to satisfy even the hardest to please customer. They also have interlocking pavers, slate, and marble, as well as wood flooring. So whether you're remodeling or building the home of your dreams, Proline Tile of Citrus County can guide you to the best tile packages to meet all of your needs. Proline Tile, 7119 West Gulf to Lake Highway in Crystal River.
And welcome back into Friday night game of the week here on Citrus Preps. We are at the Citrus Bowl where it had 61 points scored in the first half by the Citrus Hurricanes. And the second half has been mostly the second units and getting some experience for those players that haven't been able to play in the first two games.
I think they do got a couple of guys that are from the first string out there. I'm not really for sure.
We definitely have Connor Bishop. He's still in as quarterback. Motion, Henry. Snap, toss. Henry cuts it up, got some speed. Onto the 25, one person to beat, and they catch him just outside the 10-yard line, knock him out. And a good run by C.J. Henry.
C.J. Henry is a short guy, but, man, he is fast.
He's quick.
Very quick.
Taken out of bounds by Javon Pinard for the Saints. A good crowd here for the Citrus High Hurricanes, even though they're up by a lot. The crowd is sticking around and still supporting those Hurricanes. That's what you see here in Citrus County, a lot of support for the high school teams. Henry again, motion. Gonna look at toss to the inside. And it's stacked up well by the Saints as number 55 again. We've talked about him all night. Mr. Acker makes the stop. Newbold with the carry for the Hurricanes.
What grade is that number 55? What grade is he in?
He is a senior.
He's a senior. That's
He's playing really good ball.
He is. I think he's going to be really good when he gets into college. Depends where he goes, and but the guy is all over the place. He's been all over the field all night long. He's been making big plays.
A couple more substitutions here for the Citrus Hurricanes. Number 15 came in, Gabe Roby. He's in the backfield with Connor Bishop. That's Pianco with a toss. Thinks gets one block, he tries to get the edge, and he gets close and knocked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Locks.
Looks like we got a player down for the Saints.
We got an injured player, yes, for the Saints as the clock needs to stop. And they do stop it at 3:45 left to go. As we have Saints players out of bounds. It's on the sideline, so they can continue the game though. Well, two nice little running, good running backs that they have backing up Zaire Wilcox and T.J. Weems. Pianco and C.J. Henry doing a good job of running the ball on the edge.
Yeah, Citrus has been running the ball very good all night long. And that's what they've been doing this whole second half.
Pianco, snap. And that is Gabe, number 15, Gabe Roby, who's first carry of the game, gets stacked up inside, brings up 4th down. It looks
like number 55 again.
It is.
That guy's been making some big plays.
So 4th down, and call it 6. Let's see what Coach O'Brien has up his sleeve for this. Again, we're going to expect another run play. Clock is under 3 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Motion, Henry. It's tossed to Henry. Got blockers in front of him. Tries to catch the edge. He will. He's going to get in to score. C.J. Henry on a nice 7-yard touchdown run.
That was a very good run by Citrus. They had really good blocking, and fortunately the Saints they couldn't get past the block to stop them from getting in.
They're just worn down, I think, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's just too much for them. This is a whole different squad, and the same squad that the Saints had all game have been out there the whole game. So they play both. A lot of players like this on the Saints will play both ways, offense and defense, and that's going to be.
And the thing is, though, it's pretty hard when you got only a certain amount of players to play in the game, especially when you're coming against teams like Citrus, Christopher, Lecanto.
Right.
They got more players.
So Connor Eckley is going to do the kicking duties again. He gets it up, And he is good. That's going to bring it up to 68 to 14 with running clock at 1 minute and 35 seconds left. They will probably get off a kickoff and maybe one play before this game is called. Connor Bishop.
I wouldn't mind seeing Saints run big touchdown back right here.
That'd be nice for him, yeah. Maybe a little razzle-dazzle here, see what they can do something there. Clock is now just going under 1 minute.
But, you know, they're going to come back Monday for practice, go over the video and see what they can fix. And maybe, I don't know who they play next week, but hopefully maybe next week they can come out and have a better football game.
That's what the great about the season is. There's always the next game until that last game. We got a timeout. Calling a timeout. 33 seconds. They stopped. They stopped the clock.
Saints called a timeout.
I'm not sure why they called a timeout. So Pavel is back deep along with Tite to run back the kick. And this gentleman, Colin Skozifava, has been awesome tonight kicking off. They've got weapons everywhere.
I think that's going to be the last play of the game.
And that's going to be Pavel at the 5. At the 10, comes in near sideline. At the 20, tries to cut back outside and pushed out of bounds. And that'll be it really for the game. That should end the game right there as we get ready. And we got a timeout as the Saints have taken a timeout as they're trying to get one play in, just one offensive play for the Saints.
They got 8.3 seconds. If I was them, I would put 82 to the outside and throw a Hail Mary up. Maybe he can come down, catch one, and
go for it.
Go for the end zone and make it 68-21. But the way the Citrus Hurricanes defense has been playing, they're going to have people playing back so that don't happen.
C.J. Henry, in fact, the one who scored the touchdown is going to be the deep man, the safety.
That's not a bad decision to put him back there with his speed.
His speed, yep.
A lot of fans starting to leave now.
Yeah, it's pretty much over. So Kuhn is going to have one last attempt. They don't spread it out. And we got Holler in motion. They're going to roll out, looking for a backside throw all the way, a wheel route. That's tight on the net, and a 40 cuts back inside. The 30, can he go? 20, 10.
I think he's going to score.
Touchdown.
And then I just called that. I just called that. I said they need to throw one deep.
Tommy Tite on a throw from Mr. Kuhn, Luke Kuhn. It is a 50, 60, 70-yard touchdown pass and catch as a wheel route comes out the backfield and throws it on a deep ball, and so a couple missed tackles, and Tite scores to make the score 68-20 with the extra point looming.
Really? I don't think anybody really touched him
at all. I did not. And a good throw across the field by Luke Cohn. And I don't know if Luke Cohn is a senior or a junior, but if he's a junior, look out next year.
I think that's a game.
Yeah, they're not even going to do the extra point. They're going to just line it up. Yeah, that's what it is. So the game is called with that touchdown score. Final score here, 68-20, as the Citrus Hurricanes defeat the Trinity Preparatory Saints. We'll be right back after a few messages with a post-game recap and some final thoughts. You're watching and listening to live stream high school football right here on YouTube at Citrus Preps.
Sweetwater Homes is the premier builder on the Nature Coast of Florida, building quality homes since 1989. Whether you are looking for a retirement community, a home with beautiful natural surroundings, or a second home, Sweetwater Homes offers it all. We have various floor plans that take advantage of our unique area here on the Nature Coast of Florida, and our custom home planning can make your dreams come true. Visit us at sweetwaterhomes.com or call 352-382-4888.
At Eagle Buick GMC, folks take a liking to our way of business. They love that we're family owned and family friendly. You get the best selection, the best price, and the best dealership experience. With affordable leases and incredible discounts, find what you're looking for, or we'll find it for you. And we always honor our military and veterans. Eagle Buick GMC in Homosassa, under the giant American flag.
Changing your kitchen or bath? Let the professionals at Deems Kitchen and Bath Showrooms help you update your old kitchen or bathroom. For over 33 years, the Deem family has provided quality products and services to homeowners and builders, from total remodels to changing out your countertops.
DCI Countertops is our 15,000 square foot facility for manufacturing your silestone, granite, and Corian countertops. We can provide all your countertop needs directly from the manufacturer. So for your next project, remember the professionals at Deems Kitchen and Bath Showrooms and DCI Countertops.
Don't dream it.
Deem it.
Your #1 source for tile is Proline Tile of Citrus County. Their 3,000 square foot showroom has a vast selection of wall, floor, natural stone tile, glass tile, and pool tiles to satisfy even the hardest to please customer. They also have interlocking pavers, slate, and marble, as well as wood flooring. So whether you're remodeling or building the home of your dreams, Proline Tile of Citrus County can guide you to the best tile packages to meet all of your needs. Proline Tile, 7119 West Gulf to Lake Highway in Crystal River.
And we welcome you back in for some final thoughts here from the Citrus Bowl. Thank you for tuning in to live stream high school sports here on Citrus Preps. 68-20. It was 61-7 at half, Greg, and you know it was just domination by Citrus High Hurricanes. Now again, smaller school, smaller classification, but a good team in their classification, so a good win nevertheless.
Yeah, I mean, Saints come out and they try to play their hardest. I mean, they're playing against a 5A team.
Right.
They're a small team, so I mean, they played very well. I mean, they got a really good quarterback. Citrus has just got speed and good players.
Yeah,
I mean that team is they're going to get some wins under the belt.
Yeah, they've won one already. They're playing in their district. They're going to probably be one of the top contenders for the crown. Coming down here, or coming up here, I should say, from Winter Park, is that we would have a different kind of schedule from a standpoint of coming up here and trying to get on their bus and do all that stuff. So it's a long ride, but hey, the game played out the way we thought it would. And that Citrus dominated. They're 3-0 now. That's all they can carry. Robert O'Brien in his first year as head coach, he's doing a great job. So Citrus High Hurricanes are a bit one to watch now. You got to watch that now coming up with Crystal River when they play Crystal River and Lecanto for that county championship.
Yeah, I think the game between Citrus and Crystal River and Lecanto, they're all going to be good games. They're like you said, they got a really good coach. They got Bill behind their back, and I think they're going to get better and better.
They will.
They just played a tough team. Citrus is a really tough team.
They are a good team this year.
Yeah.
All right, so from the Citrus Bowl, 68-20 is your final score as the Citrus High Hurricanes defeat the Trinity Preparatory Saints. For Greg Johnson, I'm Mike Dean. We'll see you next week at our game in Crystal River versus Hernando. Game of the week next Friday. See you then.